Good morning and welcome back. Here we are. Early bird gets the worm, right? 6 o'clock in the morning. Already got the horses done, so we're a little bit ahead. We started about 5:30, just after 5. Woke up. We got so much done last month. Oh my God, we got March there. We got a lot done. If you caught the live, fantastic. Thank you very much. And if you caught it after, again, thank you very much, fantastic. If you didn't, all good. We did get a good chunk done. We got all of the grass is up out of all the fields. We have all of our yeah, we have all of our grass up out of the fields. We've got our oat down is in, ready to rock and roll. We've got our peas. Oh, anyway, well, okay, there we go. We got our peas in, ready to go, ready to rock and roll. We've got everything. Oh my word, what is going on here? There we go. There we go. Some technical difficulties apparently. So we got the oats in and we got the peas in. Now, we did get all of the field work done and we got everything all ready to rock and roll in the sense of before the rain came, so that was nice. And then we were able to plug everything out last month when it came to the logging. So we got all of our logging all filled up. We got our sawmill up to close to 80%, and then everything else is just either 80% or above. So we're doing really good there, which gives us lots of time because we have got lots of fields to take care of this month. Last month was just the few was the oat and the peas. That's really all we could plant. However, this month is the big one. This is the one that we're going to be putting the red beets in, the parsnips in. We're going to be putting our carrots in. We've got some. We're going to be putting some sorghum in. Sorghum's going to be going into some fields as well. We want to get that up and ready to rock and roll. Because the sorghum, now that we have the grain storage, what we want to do is we want to put in some crops, I should say, excuse me, for some animals. So I've already been thinking and doing some number crunching and doing some testing that I think we can probably get some chickens in this year, and we can get the sorghum down for the chicken feed. And then we also have the storage for the sorghum, or excuse me, for the chickens, for the chicken feed, I should say. So again, 22, we did wheat and barley for the pigs, and then we did sorghum for the chickens. Now I know in 25 here, there is, you can give the pigs sorghum. So it's going to be a little interesting. However, right now, before we get into it, I did not realize, oh yes, the last little logging rip I did. We've been sitting on top of, or I guess we should say we've just been holding out, that I didn't realize that I left 2 pallets of flour sitting here just willy-nilly. So, oops. And kind of a extra bonus. Oh, here, let's just spin this around. Okay, let's get there. Ooh, we can do this. We're trying to get better at this. Now we can. Oh no, there's the curb. Okay, we're not doing great. We're not doing great, but we're doing. Okay, so we can pick this up because as you can see, we are sitting at $268,000. Now that is after all of our payout from last month. So we did have a little bit of a less payout just because we are moving the product to different places, but we're still reaching that $250,000 a month now. So it's varying. I mean, before it was about 200,000, and then with us moving the long planks over to the playground maker on top of the carpentry, because before we were kind of selling off some of the long planks, but now we're doing the full shift. So no long planks are being sold, and now that does affect the pay a little bit, just because we're going to be calm down. We're going to be missing out a little bit on the initial pay, but the pay will hopefully, the plan is, that's a little tipsy. Okay. The plan, I'm a little tipsy dropping that down apparently. So the plan is that hopefully we can do that where the furniture will give us the bigger payout, right? So everything, if it can go into a production and we have a production, it's going to happen. Now we've also had some ideas that have come to light that I think we're gonna try for. Yeah, let's try you right there. So the first and foremost, now we have the 268,000. Now that's going to give us enough I'm hoping that is going to give us enough to get the bakery and a spinnery, because we've been sitting on that bakery, or we haven't been. Just look at that. So we have the ability to get the bakery. We already have a 2,000 liters of flour we can immediately put into it, and it's only $50,000. So again, I am kind of kicking myself that we never actually did purchase the bakery earlier, because there has been a couple years of flour that we've been selling off. So, but I mean, in the long run, it did give us money regardless, right? So now that's going to be our plan right now, because we do have all of the oilseed radish in all of the fields that need to get churned in, right? That's the killer part right now. That it's just going to be busy, busy, busy this month. So we've got all the new fields that we churned in. We did plant some oilseed radish last month while we were planting the oat and the peas, so we got that ready to go. However, that means that they all have to get churned in. So there is our, we just made it. Nice. There's our oat to our right there. That's all ready to go. Fields 11 and 15. Okay, so here we go now. I do believe, I think the drop point was right here. Let's just see. Right there. All right, let's check it out. Let's guess here. Bakery? Be right around here, maybe? Nope. Okay, all right, we got to turn it on. So we'll just turn it all on. All right, let's see where we are. Where are we? We're close to the drop point, and nowhere close to the point. Okay, here we go. So by production point, $50,000. Yes, please. That leaves us $218,000, and a spinnery is $180. So it's gonna be tight, but it's gonna be doable. So now that we have a bakery, let's just see here. So bakery, flour, rice flour, and then flour, rice flour. Okay. And for the cake, flour, sugar, milk, eggs, butter, strawberries. Well, we're hopefully going to have eggs soon. We do have strawberries, technically, and we'll soon have flour. Yeah, okay, we don't have much. All right, so now this one, I just want to see if if we drive through it, does it auto take it? Okay, and then if we unstrap, it auto takes it. Okay. All right, so that right there. So there we go. So now we do technically have a bakery. We have one bakery ready to go. Let's get fired up. We have a whole whopping 2,000 liters. So we are going to let's get the bread started. Oh, yeah, we need to go over here. So this one, and activate, please. Yes, please. Nice. Now, from here, we are going to, let's just do a quick, might as well just go up and around here, and then we'll head up to the spinnery, because 218, I want, because the toss up right now, because we're going to have a busy month. So what I want to do, and this is going to be a little bit backwards, but I think it'll be easily doable, because technically we don't need the spinnery until the cotton comes in. I thought the cotton harvest was going to be super quick and super, super soon, right? I just think you're putting it in February. Oh yeah, it's going to be good. However, the cotton doesn't actually get harvested until October. So with that being said, we don't really need a mad rush on purchasing the spinnery. So what we're going to do is we got the bakery now, just to say that we have it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go get the spinnery at the end of this month. At the end of this month, we're going to get spinnery. And then from there, our next goal is going to be the oil mill. And reason for that is because I looked into that, and the oil mill turns out is only $240,000. So if we're having a monthly income now reaching that $250,000, my thought process goes that if we can run through this year, we're going to hold on to the 220 that we have now, just because we are going to be doing because we are going to be doing a lot of work on this. We might going to be needing some repairs and some supplies and some seed and some lime and some fertilizer. Going to need all the stuffs. So with us needing all of the stuffs there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to the 218. We're going to run this month. We're going to get this stuff all planted in, all ready to go. And then what we're going to do is let's just, okay, because we got to learn here, because we can't be trampling over the crops now. This is all grass. I'm used to driving on the grass, right? We can't do that no more. So Got the oilseed radish in right here, so we are ready to go. Haven't even been to drop zone 1 yet, so it's still all locked up per se. So we'll get this moved out of the way, and then we'll just check this out real quick because, like I said, we've got a lot of things to do. And and we even have a full pallet of wool that needs to get dropped off to the rope. Oh, we could take it to no, because that's the other thing too. So okay, here we go. Bakery going fantastic. Canning factory still plugging away, doing really good there. The carpentry 78% full, so we can leave that all month without worrying whatsoever. Cement factory is over 50%, easily left aloneable. Same thing. Garden plot is very low maintenance, so we don't have to worry about that. Grain mill, we got nothing going on. Paper factory, still 97% full. Nice. Playground maker, we just filled it up the end. We're at 30,000 liters of planks, and planks long were full, or we filled it up. Sorry, I should say. Rope is inactive. Okay, so we need to get that. I need to get that pallet down because we're only sitting at 202, and we are no longer there. And 75%. So again, I'm easily comfortable leaving that all month. The reason being is we're racing it. So right now we're in April. You can see right now we've got lots of sun ready to go for us at the beginning of the morning. Dips right into the cloud, and we got that little bit of rain coming. And then 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, they're calling for hail, and you can see April 2nd, they're still calling for that tornado. So we're still kind of rushed out for that tornado of whether or not of how it's going to happen, basically. Now, if the last time that they had a tornado scare, like that we had a tornado warning, thankfully nothing ever came about of it. So we lucked out there. However, it's now into the same month and they're still calling for it. And for them to still call for it, that means that more than likely it's going to come. So, you know what? Here, let's just quickly before that. Okay, so what we need to do, we have our peas in 31, canola purchased, so that's pre-planted, but it is limed and fertilized, so you can 84 to 89%. Hasn't been plowed, hasn't been mulched, but we're still going to get a good yield out of that. We're going to have our oilseed radish here and here. We have oilseed radish in 35, 44, and 43. These three we have to churn in. We have to cultivate, stone pick, and then plant with sorghum. We're going to do our parsnips are going to be in 29, 28. Same thing. Got to cultivate, stone pick, and then plant. Carrots are going to be in 26. We're going to put red beets in 22. And then we're going to put sunflower in 12, 13, 14, and 16. And the sunflower, the reason for that is because we want that flour mill. Or sorry, excuse me, the oil mill. So I looked into it, and it's $240,000. So the oil mill right there. So $240,000, and that can give us canola oil, olive oil, rice oil, and sunflower oil. And right now, I think sunflower oil is going for a little bit of the higher price. So 20 canola for 10 canola, 20 sunflower for 10 sunflower, and then price-wise, the canola oil and sunflower oil is the canola oil is a smidge more, so $3,500 per year. Like last year's high was 35, and then last year's high of sunflower oil was I think about the 38. I think we were hitting the 38 or so. Yeah, $3,800. So it's just a smidge more. So that's why we are going to try for the sunflower for this one because we still do. What are you? Excuse me. And you're in slow-mo mode. Okay, interesting. All right, we're still waking up. Really still waking up. Ooh, easy. So now we did move the cultivator over to the grain storages just to make room in drop zone 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to rip down, grab the cultivator. As you can see, oilseed radish in both fields here. There's a lot of oilseed radish that has to get cultivated. So we got 6:16 in the morning. We're going to see how long this takes us because we got to oilseed radish it. We got to cultivate it, stone pick it, get all that down in the cement factory, and then once that's all stone picked, then we can rip around with the cedar. Now, with that little bit of rain being called, I really want to make sure we can get the seed in prior to the rain. If we can get the seed in, I'm happy with that. If we can get the seed in and roll everything prior to the rain, then I'm really happy with that. And then what we can do is, depending on the time, I'm thinking what we may have to do is we may have to wait for the lime and fertilization for tomorrow, for April 2nd. If the tornado doesn't hit us. So I don't know. Fingers crossed that the tornado doesn't come at all. But if it does, hopefully it avoids all of us. I'm a little worried. Last time we lucked out, so I'm hoping that we can continue to luck out. But fingers crossed, because yeah, right now we've got lots to do, and I feel like we don't have enough time to do it. So here we are, OSR right here in this field. So let's get started right here, and let's get all of our cultivating done. Okay, first off, let's just clean this up. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, there we go. Field up voltage, so we know. Here we go. All right, so get this going. Oh, you know what? Let's just real quick. I just want to see. Those are those yellow or are those orange? Let's see. Okay. Oh, yellow. Ooh, and we got some weeding to do. That's right. We got weeding there to do. We got weeding there to do. And no weeds there. Ooh, yeah, that's right. We used our subsoiler. All right. Well, as you can see, we got lots of work to do, so let's get her done. I thought I was done. I could see it. Just that little tiny bit. Oh, there we go. The row of shame. The row of shame. All right, well, anyways, we're going to get this down there. Now, that is all done. Cultivating's all done. So we have all the oilseed radish is in the ground and cultivated and ready to rock and roll. Now, the unfortunate part, not unfortunate part, but the interesting part, I should say, is, okay, you know what? We're in this property. We own this property. We're just gonna squeeze on through here. Don't hit that downy service berry, please. That'd be great. Hello, trees. Okay. So, as you can see here, we got some big stones in this field, and just, it's kind of one of those, like, interesting, just because, let's see here. So we go to growth. So look at that. So, red. Look at all that red. And red again. Red, yellow. But we have red where we have our fresh plow. That is the new plow area. And then we've got yellow, and we've got yellow with some red, but also nothing. Interesting. Got red in this one, and we've got red in all of these. So these are the ones that we haven't touched these in 4 years. We haven't seen soil there in 4 years, or this will be year 5. So is it year 5? I'm pretty sure. I'm trying. It's like everything becomes a blur at a certain point. So yes, we are into year 5, 750 hours. We're already halfway to 800 hours. So what we're going to do is we are going to rip this down to the drops, or to the grain storage, just because initially just because of the way that the trailers were moving and how things are going, and I kind of figured it would be a good idea to keep the JCB down at the grain storages. And already, like, I shipped it down there. We took the Pittsman there, we got it down there, and we left it down there to move things around. And now I'm wondering if that's already a bad idea. Just because I did want to keep the cultivator, and as you can see, like the mulcher, the cultivator is the main thing, I think, that has the 3-point. So that's the main thing that we need the 3-point for. But when it comes to everything else, I mean, no. Disregard. See, the cultivator or the mulcher has moved. Okay, initially I did have the flat deck, and it didn't, or the flat deck with the skid steer, and that moved with the roller, but the mulcher and the cultivator were fine. So, some more testing will be required. Right there, we'll drop you right there. That's good enough. We'll get up the side now we don't really need the 9R. Actually, we don't need at all the 9R for shut you down. When it comes to the, when it comes to the stone picker, and we do have the double narrows on the, we do have the double narrows on the 7R. So the 7R, we could definitely do the double, or we could put the double rears on to do the stone picking. But I know the JCB, actually, I'm liking this JCB, especially the quickness factor. And, and yeah, just how everything, like, just, yeah, like the 70 kilometer an hour factor. And then it does run a good chunk of stuff. Cause what is our horsepower on this? I completely forget. Actually, you know what? We can check that at drop zone one real quick, actually easier than we can. Hello, pole. Oh, all right. This thing just boots, scoots, and boogies around just so nicely. And unfortunately, the downside to it is that you can't put narrow tires on it. So that is the one. That's the reason why we got the double narrows on the. Well, we have the double narrows on the 7R earlier from way before because we needed it on something bigger than the little Massey. The Massey was nice and all having the solid fertilizer, but once we got that sprayer with precision farming, we definitely needed all that stuff. So, oh, look at all that dirt. Oh, look at all that dirt. It has been so long since we have seen dirt on those fields. So this bad boy right here, we need the stone picker, which is in the bunker right now. Because again, we got no grass. It's going to be interesting. It's like the summer. That's my interesting part is the summertime means that we may not be that busy. Or we may be really busy at the logging site. That's the other thing too. We might be really busy at the logging site come summertime, but we shall see. So we've got this bad boy back window giving us some fresh air. Wrong button there, Major. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, look at all that dirt. Look at all that dirt, and we've got lots of red too. That's what I do like. There's a good chunk of yellow. That's okay. But you know what? We're going to start at the one end. So we're just going to rip down to the other field here. And we're going to start there and work our way across. Now, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to throw the stone in the cement factory as we go. Because actually, I would like to see... I mean, I do know we already have a good chunk of fields planted. So, that's going to be unfortunate. But I do want to see just how much stone we get off of this one haul. Because it's just going to be... a 1 month haul of stone off of our current field. We're going to drive all the way up to right here. Hard over. Here we go. And all right. Soon that field will be ours. Soon. So this one is a red stone as well. But all right. Now, what do we got here? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 fields to pull. Yeah, see, it's the yellow, red. There's no orange. And I have had the orange when it comes to the subsoiler. So, locate down. Yes, please. Let's start you up. All right, here we go. Let's see. It was at 8:38. So yeah, it was about 2.5 hours to get the oilseed radish in. This is working at a couple kilometers faster. I may be about the same width, maybe a little bit narrower. Let's see how long this takes us, and let's see how much we get. We had to bring out the big guns. So, yeah, that planning did not go very smooth at all. We got everything done. All the stones have been picked up. We got the Massey Ferguson with the little red trailer filled up, plus the front loader of the bucket filled up, not realizing that little red trailer only holds, like, the max capacity is only like 1.2 tons compared to our gooseneck trailer that we have for the for the Super Duty. So, with that being said, we got the Massey filled up, then we got the Super Duty filled up, and we were nowhere near done. So we ended up having to hoof out a lot of stuff. So we're going to leave this right here for now, because unfortunately the Massey is still loaded up. So we're going to have to, so this one we got 2,700 liters last drop we did get. Oh yeah, we've got over the 10,000 liters, that's for sure. The unfortunate part is that, like I said, the Massey is still over at the drop zone 1. So I'm thinking it'll be best, instead of having to drive, especially having to drive the Massey all the way down Excuse me, instead of having to drive the Massey all the way down to the cement factory, I think we're going to take a little drive with the front loader. Well, oh, yeah, and the bumpities. All right, so we're leaving that there. We can check out what no one's coming. No one's coming. All right, let's zip on down here real quick. Real quick at a whole 38 kilometers an hour. But the plan is, like we say, if you look at the weather at the top corner there, it's showing the rain. The cloud cover did come in. Now we got the stone down or stone out, which means that we still have the planting and the rolling to do. Which even the rolling, I would love to get the rolling done, but if we can at least get the planting, that's the main thing. It rolled over into the rain just as it passed 11 o'clock. So that's the good thing in that regard, in the sense of, hey, I don't think they're calling for rain till a little bit into the afternoon. So once we get to drop zone 1, we're gonna have to finagle out the Massey, and then the good thing is we can just dump everything into the one bucket. Because even though our load or trailer limit, so to speak, the trailer limit still does count for the buckets as well. So that means we have, what was it? I think it's 7,500 liters is at this bucket that we can hold for stone before it maxes out, and we have absolutely no issue raising it or anything like that. Raising it, lowering it, no issue there. However, this thing, this thing's a little. Oh, she's a little heavy. You can see that front end just squeezy. Oh yeah. So even if I let go of the trailer, it's kind of sketch. It works technically, but yeah, we're pretty much just squashing the front end of the tractor there. So we're gonna get this dumped off. That was we left that a little high. Oh yeah, easy peasies. We're using the trailer as counterweight too. Tee hee hee. All right, there's the easy part. Now we are gonna zip this around here. Whoa! Easy. And then I think, yeah. So, oh yeah, that's right. 2,900 liters, 2,946 liters is our max 1.2, as opposed to the Brant gooseneck trailer, or even the bumper trailer there. The Brant one that can hold 2.8 pounds or tons. Oh, so close. Yeah, we did hit it a little bit. It can hold 2.8 tons, so that we can hold a full 8,000 liters of stone in that thing. But unfortunately, we are. Let's just drop this right down. Right there. Tilt it back just a smidge. Here. That should technically. Ha! There it is. Oh, and it's in the grain door. Okay, well, I mean, good thing there's not much to dump off. But now we get to see how much we get total, because I know, like, we definitely broke the 10,000 liters, and then we've got the 1 load, 2 loads, so I mean, we might be pushing the 15,000 liters, maybe. That would be pretty sweet. So we're just gonna zip you up here because we don't need to park you right now or worry about you. Oh, easy. Calm down. All right. Let's get back this, and let's get this over. Now, when it comes to, okay, real quick. Yeah, so weather-wise, they're saying the rain's not till 1700, so about 5 o'clock, right? So, I think we are in good standing to get the planting done for sure. And then whether or not we get the rolling done, I would really like us to be able to get the rolling done and then get into the fertilizing and the lime maybe next month if need be. If we can get the fertilizing and the lime done, there is still some weeding that we have to do for our oat fields. Oat field needs to be weeded, and I think that needs to get done there, and as well as our lower pea field. Yeah, the peas right over there. Those peas need to be weeded. Our oats need to be weeded, and then we need to get planted. So, got lots to do, but we got 3,900 liters in our bucket right now. We're just gonna zip down another Volvo. It's all gonna be because I try not to transport or teleport, right? So we're gonna unload this into the Volvo truck, go down to the cement factory, dump that off, Then we're going to come back to the grain storage, drop off the Volvo. Then we're going to grab the Super Duty. Oh, yeah, she's struggling. Oh, yeah, it's all about torque, not speed, eh? Then we're going to grab Super Duty, come back up. We're going to grab the front loader. Then we're going to drive this all the way back to the logging site. And we have the little international pickup truck, because that's the great thing about it, ending right near the road. We really lucked out there, because if we were on the other side of the map, it would be some really long walks. I'm trying to force myself to not teleport if at all possible. It's going so far. I mean, so far so good in the sense that, I mean, we haven't needed to teleport in for this session, but we will see. All right, here we go. Let's dump this in. Let's get our final count. Oh, we want to back up a little bit. Easy, and not that button. We want that button. There we go. All right, interesting. Dump in. It won't show you the bucket, but if you're using like a chipper, so to speak. And survey says 16,796 liters. Excellent. All right, someone's coming, and I can't see if anyone's coming that way. So we are just going to go once they go. Off to the cement factory we go. Let's jump this off. Let's just see, because I know we're, I mean, it doesn't really matter where we are. We're still at 55. Yeah, 133,000 liters. So a whole whopping 16,000 liters. But that is 16,000 liters that we did not have to buy. That is fantastic. All right, let's get this dumped off and let's get these fields planted, because we are at 11, quarter after 11 right now. I think we're good. I think we're doing good. Let's see how far we get before this rain comes. Sorghum and sunflowers are in and ready to go. Now, I was proud as peacock because it's 1 o'clock and I was thinking, okay, we're making good time and everything's hunky-dory that way. However, on my drive back, I did realize that, here, let's just get this that way. I did realize that, unfortunately, our planter is that, it's the, easy, calm down. Our planter is that little tiny one. So I was thinking it was going to be an easy peasy. Can we crank it over enough? Ooh, maybe. And if it is, then great. However, I don't think it is. So now I'm not quite as, you know what? Let's say right about there. Okay. Oh, that's the front. Good job, Major. Good job. Okay. So what I'm thinking, okay, well, this one's definitely not going to happen. It's just that little tiny baby one. We're going to use the Massey for it. So we can definitely overkill using the JCB or anything above the Massey. we don't need that at all. So there we go. Hop into here. Now this one, let's go. Oh yeah, a little exorcist head. There we go. Oh, I have to remember that. So zip it in. And oh, it's tight. Oh, it's tight. Yeah, I know. We need to move out soon. Now we're gonna grab this thing. Now again, I was all excited and thinking that we were gonna be making sweet time. However, and we need fuel too. Oh, okay. Well, if we need seed, well, we probably could use some seed, and we definitely need some fuel because we have parsnips in these two fields right here that we need to do. There we go. These two fields that were just ready to go. So we got to put parsnips in there. We're going to put carrots just down by the grain storage. And we got the red beets. It's 1 o'clock. We're going to zip home because thankfully, actually, I do have some seed and some fuel right beside each other. So we can actually do a quick little refill. And then we can get right into the parsnips because, yeah, we've got enough. I mean, yeah, we definitely have enough supplies around here. So we don't need to worry too much. And then should be, oh, there we go. Forgot the signal. Come on now. Oh, and we can't see if anyone's coming. Hopefully not. All right, there we go. So now, yeah, like I said, we're going to pick this up. I mean, right here, we can probably just bang out the carrots. But what I want to do this time, because last time when I planted the carrots, what ended up happening was, because I did the headlands and because we did all the winky wonky stuff, the carrot, the root crop came in kind of looking junky. So what I want to try this time is I want to try to eliminate the headlands. I'm just gonna not do the headlands whatsoever, and we're just gonna. And now that's kind of the mixed blessing about having the Massey and the little tiny thing here. So we can zip in, let's say right there, and let's. Oh, wrong button. That one, diesel, yes please. Okay. Or are they too close together? Oh no. And then there we go. Zippity doo dah. We are good to go. Awesome. So now, again, yeah, you know what? We got the carrots. Well, you know what? We're gonna do a sweep. We're gonna do the sweep because again, 1 o'clock. We got the what do we got here? It's still calling for that 1700 or 5 o'clock there, and I'm kind of confident that. Well, I'm confident that we can at least get the parsnips in. I would love to be able to say that we can get the carrots in. My question now, though, is can we get the red beets in before the rain? Because this is a little tiny planter, a little baby planter, and it's going to take us a while because it is, of course, because I am the major and I like to live up to my name. So we are we're going to take the hard way apparently. And here we go. Okay, so again, we're going to unfold that, and then when it comes to all right, so steering assist, I'm going to turn that off. And we don't need to see him because I'm getting better. So I started right about there. We're carrots. No. Parsnips. Yes, we want parsnips. We got 29, 28 parsnips, 26 carrots, 22 red beets. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. Click that on. Oh, and how about we turn it on there, Major? That would be, okay. Turn it on, drop it down. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. So, like I said, I'm glad we're using the Massey in this sense, just because we should be able to get it nice and clean on the edges. But what I want to do is just pick the longer way of all the fields, and we're just going to do this without any headlands, and then see what it grows in like. And we're going to see if the rolling changes it, because I want to make sure I do this, and then we're going to have to roll it, I think. Let's just, we'll turn the cruise on here real quick. So that, growth. Ooh. So the root crops may not need rolling. All right. If they don't, even better, because we still have to roll our sorghum, because we got the sorghum in there, and then we got the sunflower in there. We've got our oat. That's ready for us. We got our canola, our peas, and our cotton. All right, fingers crossed we can get this done before the rain starts. Well, we did it, but hopefully we can fully do it without having to reload. So we actually got this all done. It turns out the silty clay, holy jumping, the silty clay right there, that just juices the seed. So we've already had to fill up twice. We were able to get the parsnips and the carrots done without having to fill up. We were about a third left on capacity. Oh, this is gonna be so tight. Oh, okay, but it should be good. About a third left on capacity, and then we filled up completely before we even started the red beets. And then once we filled up, we get going, and then I noticed that silty clay. Holy jumping, that just juiced it. So not too bad. We were successfully able to get all our straight lines in. A little bit of a pain in the butt, just as you can see when it comes to the fence right there. That was in those situations. That was definitely. Oh, we got someone coming there. That was definitely one of those things where I had to go back and forth, like back up to it, go forward, back up to it, go forward, and just go incrementally go up and down, and then from there turn around and then do the big old sweep there. So. But we were able to get it done. It's 14:38, so it's 2:30, and just after 2:30 here, and we're still looking pretty. Now the clouds are definitely getting a little bit darker. Now the good thing, can we keep it straight here? Let's back up. Oh, hello. There we go. So yeah, it is getting a little bit darker. However, yeah, we're sitting pretty good. Now we do have the rolling that needs to get to. Ooh, that's right. And our roller is in the grain storage. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Let's just zip on around. You know what? We'll just leave this attached. Get right back around because now we are. we're actually on a little bit of a different time crunch now. So I got looking while I was going up and down in them lines. And same thing on these ones too, right? Parsnips are in there. Everything's good to go. No headlands, so all the rows should be pretty. All the rows should be just hunky dory. Our cotton rows are not hunky dory. They do not look good in certain sections. They're not good. So hopefully next year we can get better with that one. Now, when it comes to the timeline, reason being is I want to get the rolling done. We only have our sunflowers and our we have our sunflowers as well as our. Oh, why am I drawing a blank here? We just put it in there. The sunflowers and the sorghum. That's right. Rax's crop there. So we have the sorghum that has to get rolled and the sunflowers that have to get rolled, but nothing else has to get rolled. So that means in my head, we're gonna push our luck a little bit more, and I want to put the rolling down in on those fields and get that done. Because if we can get that done, and depending on the time and depending on the daylight, because that's the other thing too, is when it comes to the daylight, we can get a little bit more. Because I have something that not just popped up, but I happened to check it out, and I'm all right. Let's just drop this, Kate. Just shut up, and here we go. Look at this. Oh, I've never had the list go that big. Holy jumping. So what I want to do, and it's spraying, hoeing, fertilizing, weeding, it's all field maintenance. So what I'd like to do is I want to get my rolling done. And then once the rolling's done, I'd love because the 7R already has the narrows on it. And we've got the weed, we've got the herbicide, we got the herbicide, the weed killer, and we've got the fertilizer, and we've got the hoe as well. So we could we can maybe make some money to bang out to pay back a little bit of that loan, because we might be getting to the point where, well, not might be, but especially when it comes to the summertime is a little bit of that slower time, right? So with the summertime being a bit of the slower time, we're going to be using that time a little bit to keep up with the logging, and the wood chips are going to top up, but we can only go so far with the wood chips as well. So we might be digging into those contracts to make a few bucks pass some time, as well as maybe put into the financing, because the finances right now we're still sitting at $480,000. So we go, oh, I thought that, oops. So we're still sitting at $480,000. So let's get this rolling done, and let's see, cross the fingers. Rolled and ready. All right, and a game plan too. Oh, jumping, quite a game plan. That's the one thing about farming, really lets you think sometimes. Just going back and forth, and that brain just working away of what we can do. My plan is we're sitting at 3:30. 3:30. We're still looking at another hour and a half before the snow. Or sorry, that doesn't it look like snow? That's what's screwing me up. It looks like something's falling. Let's see right here. Let's just stop moving for a sec. See, that looks like snow to me. That looks like it wants to snow. But as you can see, the sun's still popping out. We got an hour and a half before the rain's supposed to hit. Oh, I've got plans. And we should be able to make some money doing. Look at all these contracts. So weeding, and hoeing right there. We can do that. We have our own hoe in the 7R. 7R already has the narrows. We have an hour and a half before the rain's supposed to hit. So fingers crossed the rain doesn't hit just like immediately. If we can pull that off and we can get the hoeing and the weeding done, put a little extra bucks to our wallet, and maybe even put a little bit dent into the loan. Because I'd be willing, if we could reach another $200,000, I'd be willing to put another $100,000 onto the loan, no problem, easy peasies. So I'd like to do that, at least make a couple bucks. Then let's say, because we're also in April right now. April does have we're starting to get into the longer days, right? So let's say we get the weeding and the hoeing done, and it's not raining. Yeah, oh my word, look at those trees. See? Okay, we're going to have to do some more testing because things are just getting all wonky here. So if the rain doesn't come, then what I'd like to do is get our fertilizing contract done, as well as getting our herbicide, because we have our oat and our sorghum, or sorry, brain fart, weeds. There we go. Our peas. That's right. Our peas. Nope. Yes. Yes. No. No. Yes. Yes. Our peas and our oat need to be herbicide, as well as we have the fertilizing contract. So if the rain is good, did we drop? That's right. We can actually take this back to. That's why I like about this tractor, little quick and nimble one. So if we get that done before the rain comes, we can then get the herbicide down and get the herbicide and the fertilizing contracts down. Once that's done, if it's still sun up, then we can get into the deadwood and wood transports, because we have all of our own equipment for that stuff, so we can easily do that, no problem. Now, what happens if it rains? Then, unfortunately, that just pushes us to the wood transport as well as the deadwood contract. So, and even the deadwoods. Ooh, I mean, good Lord, trees. Now, even the deadwood, let's just get into here a little bit. Here, look at that. And the street and the cruise. Okay, so let's just go there for a quick second. Oh, this is a quick one. So, when it comes to that, we have, so we can have the contracts done. Then we get into the wood transport. When the deadwood, there is one deadwood that's actually the easy one. It's only 5 trees, so it's almost borderline not worth bringing all the equipment out to try to finagle that down. Now, I do know that this piece of equipment will not fit that root crop planter, so we'll just park you right here, and then we'll let the Massey do it. But again, that's what we're going to get the 9 or 7R there. Yeah, get this. Oh, we have some, the spraying. So we got some spraying there, and we have some fertilizing and the weeding, and then we've got the wood transport. And timeline wise, so here's the other thing too. So 17, 19, we got into the rain. We've got we got that tornado coming in the morning, and then we've got sun. And then we've got sun all afternoon. So fingers crossed that we can get this done, and then maybe we'll have we'll have ourselves a little tornado to watch for the live stream. Because fingers crossed, again, if everything works out, we're gonna for our Sunday morning live stream show, we might be having some company. We're gonna be doing it's not gonna be doing every time, but I'd like to open up this one for a multiplayer, and we're gonna have a couple friends that might swing on by and give us a hand and help us out. So maybe they can help us out liming and fertilizing all of our freshly planted crops. And depending on what time they show up, and depending what time the festivities start, we might be in store for a tornado, depending on the morning. So Sunday morning, Sunday, that would be, let's just double check there. Sunday, October 19th at between 9 and 10 Mountain Standard Time is when we have it. There it is right there. We want the 9 or 7R and the hoe. And we're going to be firing up live stream. And again, this one is going to be the multiplayer. We're going to have some friends coming in and helping us out, hopefully. And it all depends on timeline, right? It all depends on what's available, what everyone can. But hopefully it works out. And other than that, I hope to see you there. If not, then we will see you on the next episode. So again, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for making it all the way this far. This is going to be exciting. I'm so pumped for harvest season. Oh, I just want harvest season to happen right now. Wait, we forgot our little wait. All right, let's get this all set up, and I am off to the races. Again, thank you very much, and we will see you later.